Hello once again everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. It's still kind of Fixmas, but we'll just ignore all of that. Yeah, the factory is completely 100% automated. It's not necessarily balanced or efficient, but it's sitting here running very nicely. We've currently got, how many? I've only just flown over it, there we go. 453 gold stars. Very nice. Yeah, there's a couple of things have changed. I've added another batch of trees. I've redone things in here so that the rest of my iron production stays running, because as you can see, we've got so much iron it's started to back up. So yeah, quick splitter there, and we can send everything through as normal. I've currently, because we're full of rods and screws, and I need lots and lots of plates for my other factory. I've converted all of these into producing plates. So yeah, that's going to produce a lot, but it's still, no, I've got quite a few on me. That's all fine. Next thing is, as you can see, I've built out my I call it the spine, but it's more like a tree really. I've built this out like quite considerably now. All of these resources along this particular branch, I suppose, are all fed through. You know, they come in, they merge with any existing lines that there are. So we've got some over there. Some of these are actually really quite poor nodes. I think that one there only produces 60 per minute. I think it's the same with that one. Now, they don't come up the same... I don't bring them up the same side every time. So that's coming in that side, but it's coming up here that side. It just works better that way. I had to do it over here for this one, because of course we've got this great big arch kind of blocking this side, which of course meant that the limestone conveyor belt was on this side of the branch. Now, getting access to this took a little bit of time, because guess what? There was a great big rock on there, wasn't it? It's Caterium, that's fine. But yeah, I had to unlock these in order to get rid of it. So kaboom! I've got plenty of those. I've also got my rebar. Might as well load that one while we're here. There we go. Not that I really use it. I'll just reload while we're ready. Okay. So yes, that comes up there, goes in the end like this. I prefer it like that. Yeah, it's slightly different on that one, but there we go. So yeah, that goes in there. We hoover up all the resources on the way. And I've made a little node at the end here. I really wish I could fly faster than this, but there we go. I've made a bit of a node at the junction between these two. It just gives us a little bit of room if we need to little bit of room if we need to do any belt work, just to accumulate some of this. Now, all of these conveyor belts are my fast conveyor belts. I've decided to keep that mod because for this purpose it's quite useful. These are only Mark 1, I haven't even unlocked Mark 2 yet. And I think they're enough. I'm not exactly sure. All I've been doing at the moment is just hooking them all up. I'm going to have to go through and actually add up what the output of those are. In order to make sure that I've got enough capacity. That one there, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to bring that up, because I think the central spine is just the central spine. I don't think I'll be putting anything actually into that apart from right at that end. So I think I'm going to have to bring that one up this one. But we've got one over there, which is kind of annoying because it's right underneath. That one over there. Got one over there, which is nicely in line with this thing. This has grown considerably since the last time. Obviously, I showed you this, which is just straddling that miner. These have now been upgraded to Mark IIs, along with the entire conveyor belt network. Because I have doubled my power. I've doubled my power supply, basically. Because the Fixmus, my Fixmus factory was drawing quite a lot of power. So, yeah, it ran down my batteries completely. Oh, well, they're full now. They're full. Awesome. So, yes, we've got 1200 megawatt capacity. Maximum consumption is still pretty high, but it's not that much higher. Our consumption at the moment is around about 700. So, that's still, right now, well over our old capacity was. So it's all coming in here, it's all backed up nicely. So we know that these are completely full of coal and water. Yeah, these aren't full, but that's just these are the only things that connect the water supply on this side with the water supply on that side. They both go down here. It's kind of a bit janky, but there we are. So these are our original ones, and these over here are the ones for our new bank of coal power plants. Pretty much the same end, although this guy here seems to be taking a wander along the... he seems to enjoy walking along my along my water extractors. Ah dear. Okay, so we've got one of those there. So how's that going to get gathered up along with these ones? I'll probably need yet another branch. But I think we're going to do what we can with what we have right now, because that is right in line with there, so that's lovely. Is there anything else in that direction? Quite probably, actually. Anyway, this is what I've been working on lately. So we've got that straddling there. That's all nice and fine. I've unlocked a few things from the awesome shop. So I've got the angled walls and double ramps. So that makes this a hell of a lot tidier than it would otherwise have been. The question is, how far this way do we go, and then where do we go from here? It's a big question. We've got things over here that I really should be exploiting, but that branch over there that I've done, that took me about 3 hours. Oh no, it was that one over there that took me about 3 hours. It takes quite a lot of time to put this together and wire everything up. What I do is I put something on to watch, and then I realise how many episodes of that thing I've watched while I'm doing something, and that gives me an idea of how much time it's taken. Basically though, that one can go in there. That one there, I kind of like having them coming up the same one. Now over here you'll notice it's slightly different. Instead of a column every 3 segments, I've had to do it every 2, because otherwise there'd be a column there, and then the next segment would just run straight into the wall. So yeah, this is going to have to be the end here. So basically that can probably go in there. Either that, or I just cut it off here and put a column here where it is on number 3 and just run it from there. I mean, that's going to be a little bit further away, but it's not going to be too much. That one there can probably hook up with that one. That would be okay. Where are we looking now? Are there any more nodes around here? The thing is, though, right, I have this thing in my head. Oh, there's sulfur down there. I don't think we've got sulfur yet. Not mined anyway, but how can we get that from here? We'd have to come off there and then sort of come at a right angle up here, wouldn't we? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'd have to do. Oh, I'm kind of thinking out loud right now. So that's not quite everything I've been doing. I've been doing a little bit over here as well. I'm basically redoing all of my belt work for these because I want to make them. I want to consolidate them into my new scheme. So yes, I've got those there. So we've got loads of coal. We've got so much coal here that we can bring in. So you'll see that my steel factory has been mostly shut down with the resources just stuck in here. Yeah, you can see they're still bringing them up from below. There we go. There's a lot of it in there. It's basically I want to get rid of this so I can like clean everything up and build everything over there. This is still busy working away. I should probably put some more in actually. Oh no, I was going to wait until these ran out. That's what it was. Yeah, I was going to wait until those ran out so that I could then start dismantling. I mean, I can only dismantle this bit for now. The question is, what else do I want to do this episode? I mean, that's pretty much it. Everything else I want to do between this episode and the next one is going to take a long time. It's basically sorting out conveyor belts. Because I've made that one a Mark 1 fast. I can't do anything with this until I've finished over here basically. I think what I'll do is I'll cut off the concrete supply, the limestone supply, and I'll wait for it to filter through everything, and then once that's finished I can just get rid of all of this. I'm using my hands to gesture. So once this is done I can get rid of all of this, wall that back up, make sure everything is in here, because that's a lot. That's going to be more than I need for now, right? I'm sure that's going to be more than I need for now. I mean, that's all feeding upstairs, because I've got more than one whole container of each. So this is all finished. So we can just go ahead and get rid of this lot. Not that. I didn't want to get rid of that. It's fine though. I can just put it back. There we are. And get rid of these. Okay, so this is going to take me a little bit of time. So see you in a minute. Okay, well that's pretty much all I can do for now. This thing is absolutely full of limestone. It really is. It's absolutely full of limestone. The other two didn't have any. The other two didn't have anything in them. So yeah, we're going to have to leave that as it continues to produce the concrete for us. These are fairly... yeah, these still have loads of beams in them. I think we should just take everything out, to be honest. How are we doing for space? We should be okay. Yeah, I'll just remove everything. It's it's fine. It's fine. I've got more than enough of everything already. just wait for that bit of concrete to make it through. Now, is that enough? Is that finished? More or less. So we can take them back. And I'm going to have to put my my beams away, just to make a bit more room in here. There we go. So we should be fine now to just dismantle all of this. I know I'm not hitting everything right now, it's fine. Oh yes, I've got a couple of those to deal with. Oh, it's fine. Let's see what's in here. Oh, 200 more of those, lovely. I'm always running out of those because I need them for pretty much everything over here. Oh, I don't need that there, do I? I want that there. Did I put 2 of those there? Yes, I did. It's because I wasn't on Zoop. I was expecting to be on Zoop. I'm still expecting myself to be on Zoop. There we go. 2 of those will... Now, the only problem is I need more silica. I've got lots of quartz back home, but if I want to build anything else, I'm going to need more silica, because that's why things didn't go quite so well over there, because I needed just a little bit more silica just to fill in a hole in the wall here. But it's kind of handy being able to just fly in like this. So yeah, this is our T-junction. I really need to bring those... I really need to sort out all of those conveyors. So that'll be a job before next time. So you're up to here. I didn't want to bring it any further than this, because this is where our other spine is. So we're going to have more limestone and iron and stuff. Just so much stuff. It's going to be ridiculous. Our main objective is, of course, to complete phase 2. Once we get all our factories going properly, then that will not be a big problem. But I am currently sitting at 60 hours of game time, and we're not even on phase 2 yet. We haven't done phase 2 yet. So yeah, I mean it's more of an issue in the later stage of the game, where you're having to produce thousands of really complicated space elevator components. Because frankly, we could probably knock that out in a few hours. I've already got 500 of those because they came from my last bit of factory. After this phase, I don't think I need any more of them. So I've got them already. They're in my little... They're safe over here, look. Oh dear. So these two things, the quantum computer and the superposition oscillator, I've discovered after having a look at the wiki that those are used to unlock the crash sites. So they've got absolutely no use. You can't craft them, and you can't sink them either. So they're all nice and safe. Might as well take those with me while I'm here. I don't need them just yet. So I'll take one of those and convert those into silica. I could have taken 2, but there we are. Okay then, we're done. Oh my god, that took ages. Thankfully, you won't have to experience any of that. I wouldn't be that cruel. So, I was just having to think about what to do next. Basically, we need to have a little look at the hub and see what needs to be unlocked. So, Fast Logistics Mark II. Now that I'm actually using this mod for a particular point in my production chain, I really should unlock this. I don't want to use them in the factory itself, because I want to use proper bits and bobs for that. I know I'm going to need some more rods. I've got lots of rods, that's fine. Got plenty of those. I've definitely got plenty of those. I know I need more rods. I've got enough of those, only just though. I need to go and get some more rods. That'll be fine though. My thing over here was producing rods, but I've now changed it, of course. These are still Mark 1 miners, so that will change in future. Not just yet though. Right, so I need 150, no, 1500. There we go. Need 1500 of them. You know what? I didn't used to like saying things like 1500. I was always of the opinion, why not 1500? I did click them 5 times. I was looking up here. Oh dear. There we are. And that completes everything on tier 2. Which is just nice from my point of view. I think I'm going to get rid of the packing expansion mod. I'm not a huge... I like it. But I don't know. I'll keep it around. But as I said when I installed it, it fills machines up with all the packing recipes. It's Fast Logistics Mark III, which is pretty expensive. I've got all of those in my containers over there. That's fine. I could unlock this, but I'm not gonna. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, I'll leave those. I don't particularly want to invest anything in unlocking those just now. The Mark II elevator, yes, I think we'll invest in that. Obviously, the pod's gone, so we can't do that just yet. I will, however, fly over here and get some of my some resources to do that. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've just grabbed a stack of beams. I'm just looking down here, and because I've unlocked the double ramps, I think we can make this look a bit tidier, don't you? I think we should. Just make everything look a little bit tidier. Because that's the problem. This sort of thing bugs me. It bugs the hell out of me when stuff doesn't look tidy. And that does not look tidy. So that one's all fine. I'm still kind of conflicted about that, but what else can I do about that? Seriously. So let's get our double ramps out. 2-meter double ramp. Hook it on there. Beautiful. That looks absolutely perfect. I really should take Zoop off for this. I'm only placing one at once. There we are. There, that looks much better. I mean, it does look a bit up and down over here, but what else can you do? That's the shallowest ramp they have in the game. Anyway, we've still got 3 minutes until our pod returns. So let's head back to the hub and wait for that. See you in a minute. Okay, so as it's still 2 minutes before the pod returns, there is something else I would like to cover. And there's this factory here that I built a little while ago. Yeah. Basically, that's churning out plenty of these. These reinforced plates. So that means that my factory over there doesn't have to. I can set that back to rotors. Because, yeah, that's certainly what I need to do. I mean, look at this. I've just got one of these producing those to go into the awesome sink. It's ridiculously wasteful. And it's only producing 300 points per minute. And I've only got 2 coupons. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was right on my head. That was right on my head. No, it's not as if I need them anymore. But yeah. Those are churning out ones over there. See, I could have routed that one over here, to be honest, for this. But as you can see, I'm producing far more of those than I need to. How's my copper looking? No, copper is still coming out there at 100%. So that's still filling up. Those are obviously full. It's great when you have lots of stuff. See, so we're pretty much full on presents in here. See, I don't know exactly what's going to happen when Fixmas ends. I mean, I get that these guys are going to stop producing gifts, but are the recipes in here going to stop working as well? I think so. But that's not far off full. Not far off full at all. Anyway, our pod has returned. Literally just as I'm talking about it. So let's go and unlock our Mark II elevator. Now that will give us more, bit more of a power draw, but it will give us more floors. I'm not entirely sure if I can just upgrade that in place. It's on transport, isn't it? I haven't even used trucks before. I'm not even bothered with hypertubes. I don't bother with jump pads either. Can I? No, I can't. It's not quite that intelligent. Okie dokie. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. I mean, this one doesn't go to the top floor, but that is our temporary factory. But those lifts are going to be part of my new main permanent factory. That will be over here somewhere. I'll probably trim this a bit, actually. I don't really know. I haven't actually planned quite that far ahead yet. I don't think I'll be using blueprints. So what I think I'll be doing is something... I'll see if I can demonstrate this now. Oh, there we go, fast conveyor belts. See, I've got these. I've got a multi-splitter mod, which is actually pretty cool. They're all various lengths, so yeah, if we zoom in, you can see that we can feed in at the back here, and then it comes out each side. So I'll just stick a quick storage container over here for something. Fast conveyor belt in there, and then they come out each of these. So I could have, let's say, plasma projection, something cheap. So I could have a load of smelters just hooked up next to each other. I think that's the one for... I think that's the thing for smelters. So yeah, like that. One on the other side, just zip zap zop, and they're all in. And it's perfectly balanced. So it's not like having a manifold. It's just a splitter with lots of options. And then you get different sizes, so you can use assemblers because they're a bit bigger. Same with constructors. Where are we now? Yeah, they're 6 meters. We've got 9, 8, 10, 12, 22. So that'll be for something like manufacturers. But the good thing is that you can just slap another one on top. So for everything that takes like two things, you can have another one there. You could put another one on top, but make it a merger. Oh no, that's just splitters. Multi-splitter. No, it's not doing it. I need the merger 2 meters, but if I flip that the other way around, what you can then do is at the other end, you can just lift your thing up and then feed it back across. You'd have that up, obviously, but still. That's basically what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to be doing a logistics floor above and below. So it'll have however many of those splitters I need underneath, feeding in, and then they will then lift up through the ceiling into these. That's basically what I'm going to be doing. Then it's just a case of making the thing pretty, because I don't really want it to be these boxes. I want to have plenty of windows, I want beams and walkways and all the rest of it. Ah, look, our pod's back. Fantastic. So I think that'll be it for this episode, because I need to get on, put more miners down, do my belt work, bring all the resources to one place, and then we can start thinking about the main factory. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you had a good Christmas, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.